Hey guys, so we got this guy here, and he's emailed me with a question, and he's wondering, how do I build a cob house with a basement? So here he is, down in the hole that he's dug on his property, and he's down there just thinking and pondering, how do I build a basement for a cob house with those big, wide cob walls? How's that work? So let's help him out here and show him the answer. And it's actually quite simple. And if you've seen my other videos on foundation construction or design, you'll understand this really quickly. So with pretty much any foundation, the first thing you start with is the footer. And the footer is typically a little bit wider than the stem wall or the foundation wall. Gives extra support and integration into the ground. So we're going to start off, we're going to place a footer. In this case, it's going to be concrete. Sometimes a footer can be a rubble trench instead, if you don't want to do concrete. But for a basement, I would recommend doing concrete footer. So here we go. We got concrete footer down here along the perimeter of his basement hole. And the next thing you want to do is actually place the foundation walls or stem walls. So again, we're going to do concrete in this case. And to reiterate from another video I've done on building underground cob houses, potentially, the thing is you can't put cob walls underground. Don't try to do that. There's really no way to adequately protect an earth wall from all the ground moisture that could get to it. Technically, if you're in a desert or arid climate, you could maybe get away with that, but in general, it's something to definitely stay away from. That's why if you are going to do a basement for a cob house or any kind of earth wall house, the basement portion I would recommend being concrete. All the underground portions should be concrete all the way up to ground level, and then up at least a foot, or well, at least probably 6 inches above grade for your stem wall. I have usually said going at least a foot, but these days I'm thinking at least 6 inches is probably enough. As long as your roof overhangs at least 2 feet, you'll probably be fine with a 6-inch stem wall. But anyway, back to the point here. So we're going to put in these basement foundation walls. Where are we at here? Okay, here we go. So in this case, you can see they've started. And this is typically what a cob house foundation would look like. The footer and then a short stem wall. But in this case, we want to raise this all the way up, because these are going to be the actual basement walls. So we're going to raise that up to there. And this is what the cob walls are going to sit upon. So they are as wide as the cob walls will be. In this case, we have 18 inches. Good standard width for a cob wall. So now as you see, there's a basement there, completely enclosed and protected from water. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the cob walls on, and let me go ahead and raise this foundation up to there. Alright, so now there's the basement, and the cob walls rest right on top of those foundation basement walls, going all the way down to the footer at the bottom of the basement. So we also have, from the outside, looks like a typical cob building foundation, where we have a stem wall extending up, in this case, a little over 2 feet, just a little high. Don't really need it that high. But this is it. This is basically how you would do a basement for a cob house. And of course, from here, we would have our entrance. We would install a floor prior to actually building these cob walls, we would lay in the floor joists and all that. And then, of course, you'd put your stairs down in the basement, and you'd have a 2-story building, 1 story underground, 1 story ground level. And that's basically it. If you guys have any questions about this topic, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you soon. And I'll see you all soon in the next video.